Yeah, that's Mingo. You know what, man? I love recording my people, man. I don't know why I like doing that. It's just a habit. I came in contact with with one of my brothers that when I used to attend the Seventh Day Adventist church, but I don't attend. I'm not in there anymore. But I guess I expand my knowledge, and I guess some people. I'm gonna put it like this here. Some people are just overwhelmed with some of the information, and a lot of us, just like I wasn't used to this type of information. I wasn't. Trust me, before I came into this knowledge of truth, and I got that title in there for a reason that you see right on your screen, right there. Yeah, I got that title. I'm gonna come back to that. I just want to give my introduction and just say my testimony and stuff. Just for a little while. When I first heard this truth, before I heard it, let's say between 2018 and before around when I first heard it was in 2018. But before 2018, 15, 16, 14, if you would have came to me and told me, tried to preach to me who we were according to the Bible, I would have listened, but I probably still would have had a lot of questions. I would have told you that the Bible was a white man's book. You would have literally would have had now that's the type of person I call. So the reason I'm saying that now is because before I even came into this truth, and I'm happy to be in this truth, to teach my people who they are according to the Bible, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives of America, I would have told you that the Bible is a white man's book, and I don't believe in that bullshit. If you would have came to me with that, like, it ain't no telling what I would have done. I probably would have kind of, I don't know, but I still would have open. I would have listened to you. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you would have, I don't know, articulated. Only God knows. You see what I'm saying? It depends on how you would articulate. But for the most part, people used to come up to me and tell me, well, why you fell away from the church. This is when before I even came into the knowledge of knowing who Esau was according to the Bible, and the Bible calling them the devil that the Bible speaks of, things like that. If you would have came to me back then and told me or tried to present this information to me, I would have been saying, well, I'd have been questioning you. I'd have came with some double questions. I would have told you that the Bible is the white man's book. It's the number one thing I would have told you, and that's some bullshit. You following a religion that was repeated by your slave master. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I would have been saying. Because how do I know that? I done videos saying this. I talked about my testimony from the beginning. No, I didn't. Wait a minute. I was online. I was online and I was actually doing videos advocating for our people, but I still didn't know the truth like I did. I was saying I don't follow the white man's religion and bullshit. None of that. And until 2018, there was some videos online, right? And our brothers was on the streets. I saw the brothers on the streets with the signs and everything, and with the different books. And shout out to that brother, Jamaican brother, that sent me this in. Brother Carnelius, but he's a so-called Jamaican from the tribe of Benjamin. Shout out to that brother. The fourth part of the world, it talks about Leoscipius Anaconus and how America got its name and things of that nature. And I can't wait to start learning how to actually cosmo cosmography explicitly in the minds. He demand Vespucci a fraud. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Nobody doubted that Columbus had sailed west across the Atlantic Ocean before Vespucci. As we well know, Columbus had made four voyages of western discovery, starting in 1492, but during the first two voyages, which took place between 1492 and 1496, he had only visited the islands of the Caribbean, which he called the islands, believing them to lie on the outskirts of Asia. Not until 1498 during his third voyage did he finally set foot on the continent Seoul on the coast of the present day okay. This was the mountain of Columbia's. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to go over some of these things up in here. But they said that the Caribbean people, they come, I think a lot of them come from West Africa too. I think they said a lot of them come from West Africa too as well. So we gonna I'm gonna have to break some of this stuff down because I'm just getting off into that. They got some hard words in that book, I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, sleeping with the enemy. Sleeping with the snake. Sleeping with the snakes. When I go up in town, I see mainly our black men and black women be marrying the Caucasian women. You see what I'm saying? They do. They be with them. They marrying them. I saw a guy in Dollar Tree last night, so-called black man. It's disturbing. You see what I'm saying? It's very disturbing to see our people hate their own race so much until they marrying Caucasian people, bro. And like the Bible tells you to don't even marry outside your race, bro. It tells you that. It clearly tells you, uh, don't be marrying outside your race. And a lot of our brothers do this. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them do. Hold on. That wasn't me with that noise, bro. Yeah. And it's just that's why I named this video. I don't know what I'm just putting that up in there, but I'm gonna come back and when stuff I got some stuff I want to say and it's gonna come to my mind. But a lot of our people are sleeping with this with hold on, man. Yeah, it's a lot of our people um is doing that. You see what I'm saying? And we have more love for the same people who hung our people from trees, fed our people to alligators, than we do each other. Also seen in my apartment complex the other day, there was this young man, probably about, I don't know, about 13, 14 years old. He came out with some so-called white friend in his apartment. The same people that's killing our people, them the people they chose to be friends with. I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong now. I know some of our people is ignorant, willfully. I mean, not willfully, but our people's ignorant. I was that. I didn't even know at one time. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know. But I think some of our people are just willfully ignorant. Willful ignorance means you know, but you don't care. Yeah. So I be like, this is what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? About Sonya Mass. This is what I don't understand, bro, about our people, bro. It's like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is wrong with our people's brain? Like, it's like, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? You see them with, I mean, what I would like to know what really be in their mind when they be like, they know that our people get killed by these people. And for some reason, when we talk about it, oh, you racist. You racist. But we ain't never killed nobody. I've been living on the planet for 50 years. Never went out there and said, oh, I want to go harm me somebody. Never did that. It's not in my nature. But as soon as we talk about it on YouTube, YouTube wanna give you excuse me, you violated the terms of YouTube. You violated the terms of YouTube, and due to the fact you violated it, your channel can be terminated and all this stuff. Well, what is our people supposed to do? Sit up there and say, "Oh, we love these Caucasian people. They shooting us down in the streets," and a lot of them gonna forgive it. And notice how they treated that man, the same man that killed Sonya Mass. You can go look at videos now. They got him in a protected cell by himself. Not only do they have him in a protected cell, guess what? If that would have been a so-called black person, or Hispanic, or Native American person that did something like that to a black police would have did that to a Caucasian race. Just imagine all them so-called white police is sitting up in there in the office up in there with that man. Guess what they would have been doing? Let me show you. They'd have balled their fists up and they'd have beat him in there in the prison. In there, they'd have gang beat it. Even the black woman, they'd have gang beat it. In there in the office, and then they'll conjure up a lie and say, "Oh, your child don't want to see you." That's what they would have did. They'd have conjured up a lie and say, "Oh, your child don't want to see you." Lying to you now. They'll do that. Just imagine. They would not let what they call our people niggers. Oh, we can't let a nigger get off like that. We gotta. They all them so-called police would have came together, and they would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them was in there together with that so-called white man or whatever. Ain't no way in hell, they wouldn't have done all that for no so-called black man. They wouldn't have done that for our brothers or our sisters. They would have came together in that what's that thing they bring you into that little room up in at the I don't know, police station, a so-called police sheriff place, and they have a jail cell up in there. There ain't no way in the world they'd be trying to protect a so-called black man that then went out here and did all that crazy stuff like that. No, they wouldn't have did that. They would have got up in there and they would have double teamed him and beat him in the prison. They'd have beat him with all kind of weapons, blackjacks, or whatever you call that shit. They'd have been pistol beating him up in there. He'd have came out, you wouldn't have known who he was. They would have been saying that he wasn't cooperating with them, but he can go around. This man can go out and kill all these people, right? And they got him protected. Don't think they're gonna put him in a cell where it's blacks, Hispanic, and Native American men, because they know he'll be through. They got him protected, one by himself. And they even said in the video, if you need anything, we here for you. We got you. I got you. You know they ain't never did no so-called black man or Hispanic or Native American man like that. The reason I muted it because that car had music in it. Because in YouTube they copyright you if you have music in your video and stuff like that. Yes, they would have done that. Yep. And when they came out to her house, if you go back and you look at the footage, they being rude, evil as hell to her, rude. They really planned to do that when they came there. That was they plan to do that. They ain't gonna blame it on a boiling water. Man, get the fuck up out of here. That stupid ass shit. Like they think we was born yesterday. Like we gonna oh yeah, okay. I don't know how. I don't know. They playing themselves in their mind. Told her is to go and get water off the stove, and then and look, our people is worshiping white Jesus. And then he said, I'll shoot you in the fucking face. And he did it. You see what I'm saying? So she realized she let the damn devil in her house. She let the damn devil in her house. The devil looks like a human, but he's not a human. He's a demon. That's a pure evil bred demon. All of them. They all are pure bred demonic snakes. And a lot of our people sleeping with the snake every day. Got their arms leaning on the snake, hugging and kissing the snake and don't even know it. And some of our people willful ignorant, they don't even care. I've been cuss somebody out coming up to me telling me about working on the police force, on the so-called white man's police force. I've been cussed them the hell out. I look at them like, what? I know you can't be. What did you? Wait a minute. I want to make sure I heard this shit right. Now I want you to repeat this shit, what you just told me. They'll get their ass cussed out telling me to work. The police station is nothing but something that was created to capture as a slaveholder, modern day slaveholder. That's what it is. That's what it is. And them dogs that they be training a certain way, that ain't nothing but something that they use to catch runaway slaves. Owning slave. America is nothing but a modern day slave owner. That's why when you go back and you look up these names, Johnny, Jones, Tony, I don't know. You look up, we got white folks' names. You know what I'm saying? So-called white people's names. You pull up a name Martha, a bunch of so-called white people gonna pop up. You pull up Clarence, Ray, so-called white people gonna pop up. You know? Names. Last name of a slave owner. Yep. And that's what it was used for. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this thing here. Modern day cap thing used for catching slaves. Did anyone else elementary school have them pretend to be slave going through? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Slave patrols. Let's see what this is talking about. Beginning at 1757, Georgia's Colony Assembly required white landowners and residents to serve as slave patrols, asserting that slave insurrection must be prevented. The legalistical, steplistic, act for establishing regarding the patrol that groups not exceeded 7 work in distance 12 miles square. The stature mode on the south. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. I want to find something that I can easily read. You know what I'm saying? Slave patrols had the legal rights to enter without warning the plantation ground of any George Grand. They all often search quarters and homes of enslaved people looking for stolen goods, fugitives from slavery, weapons that could be used in insurrection, or evidence of literal and eradicating, including books, papers, and pens, teaching enslaving people to read. Enslaving people to read was forbidden by George law in the in the period enforcement. Reading was forbidden by George. Um, what's his name? Hold on. Slave patrols had the legal rights to enter without warning, without warrant. Slave patrols had the legal rights to enter without warrant. That means without serving a warrant, they had a right to either come into your house and do what they wanted to do. That's similar to Sonia Mass. The plantation ground for any George Grand. They often search in homes of enslaved people looking for stolen goods, fugitives from slavery, weapons that could be used in insurrection, of evidence of litters and eradication and education, including books, papers, and pens. Teaching enslaving people to read was forbidden by George law. It was forbidden by George law for people to read because they didn't want you to have no books or nothing like that. And you know what? I came up to where I couldn't even read or write. I did. I came up to where uh, my mother told me that I was born with brain damage, But I knew that I had a desire, I loved reading, and it took me getting around one of the elderly people to actually um it put that it just sparked me that gift to the point to where I was hearing them reading. I'm like, damn, I want to be like that. I don't want to walk around here and not know nothing at all. And it was at time it was frustrating. So I said, you know what? I want to learn how to read this shit. You know what I mean? I want to learn how to read. I mean, okay, I wanted to learn how to read because I want to learn how to read and know how to read for myself so that no one can come up to me and just tell me anything. It was frustrating at the time. My mother is a perfect witness for me in that area. You know what I mean? Because it felt like I was locked down and it was frustrating. And damn, you had me damn, you have you in tears. Cause I'm like, man, this is not good, man. So I got down, I sat down, and I woke up one day and I said, you know what? I don't want to be like this no more. You see what I'm saying? Now I have this, which I'm learning to read from. Uh, they got stuff in there that tells you about how America became, how America got its name, America Vespucci, and African and American. Africa is a white man's name because you have to understand that Africans had our people in slavery too. Those are called what they call the Hamites and this and this and that and the third. So when they established America, they established this is how uh, the white man is rich today off in all over the globe because of what their ancestors put in place back then. Stuff just like this, you know. Let's see here. Let's see what can I see in here that I can go off of. Hundreds learned Christians. If a man had already been sent by the Pope with the ability to preach our faith to the great Chiron, he writes, then assuredly he would have become a Christian, for it is known for a fact that he was most desired to be convert. No city in the great Chiron visit dominion was greater than I don't know what that is. A Chinese city under Mongolia control in the province. The city of Morocco writes is that the finest and most splendid city in the world. and as such will deserve its name, which he claimed means city of heaven, cross crisscrossing by a vast network of street and canals and bridges. Okay, yeah, it's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to go through in here. European wouldn't return to the Far East. The European, they rule all of that. All right now. Yeah, I see somebody over there. Yeah, he's a Mexican brother. Oh yeah, somebody. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get up out of here, people, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get to the house and I'm gonna go into some more stuff because I have a desire is to work with my people and stuff, man. I'm trying to learn more and get some knowledge out. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna be reading from. I know I'm not gonna be able to read it all in one day. Hold on a minute. Let me put my phone in my pocket right quick. Okay. I'm gonna have to read something. I got my these are the they got these are it used to be the Adventist messages and stuff like that. Hold on. A angel's message from space. Angel's messages from space. Let's try hold on, let's try reading some of it. Angels are real, sometimes called cherubim or seraphim. These powerful ministering spirits appear all through Bible history. Often they are seen protecting and guiding God's people, and sometimes they are pushing evil. They are punished evil. But one of their most important missions is to reveal and explain prophecy. Did you know that God said something special through his angels to the stressing out of people, stressing out people of our hectic world? In Revelation chapter 14, he reveals awesome messages for those last days, messages coded in the symbols of three flying angels. So significant are these messages. Jesus won't return until they are fulfilled. This study guide will give you an eye-opening overview, and the following 8 study guides will present the incredible details. Get ready. God's personal messages to you is about to be explained. I love reading it now. Like I said, now, in these study guides, these are Seventh-day Adventists. I'm not an Adventist, but I used to be. I joined the movement in '92, and I was 17. And they preach the truth, but not the truth about who Esau is and who Jacob is and who the Bible is for. Like as far as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, like God doesn't love everybody, and they use John 3:16 to try to say it's universal. What Isaiah chapter 45 verse 17, the world, the context to who the world is talking about Israel, right? So in these study guides, they got some good stuff in here now, and I love it. And I just get the meat of what's real, and I present it. That's what I do. It says, why are we studying Revelation? Isn't it sealed? And that's the one that we need to be talking about. Is it sealed? It's been to give you the answer. Answer. There are 6 crucial reasons to study Revelation. It never, get that fly away from me. It never has been sealed. Revelation 22:10. The long age controversy between Christ and Satan, as well as the devil's last day strategies, are exposed in Revelation. Satan cannot easily trap people who are aware of his deceptions. That means lies. Advance. So he hopes people will believe that Revelation is sealed. I mean, The world is trying to convince you, like the lie with they push the image that Christ is a so-called white man. And this is about who is Esau Edom. So the enemy trying to push the lie, and that's what they did. The characters of the Bible, just like they got a so-called white man with angels on here. And this is not, the people of the Bible are black, man. All right, let's go on. B, the very name revelation means unvalid, open, or revealed. The opposite of being sealed. It always has been wide open. C, Revelation is Jesus' book and is in a unique way. It begins the revelation of Jesus Christ. The revelation of Jesus Christ. It gives a world picture of him in Revelation 1:13 through 16. No other Bible book reveals Jesus and his last day instructions and plans for his work and his people as does Revelation. Nothing else does. Let's go. I'm gonna jump the gun a minute. God, that's number 2. God commissioned his church to take the gospel to every creature. Mark 16:15. How does he symbolize this sacred work? Revelation. And I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach, and another angel followed them, saying that. Then a third angel followed them, saying, okay, Revelation 14 verses 6, 8, and 9. Okay, the word angel, it just simply means a messenger of God. And these are the pamphlet. Hey, what's going on, Brother Mellon? I ain't seen him in a long time. Yeah, this is when I used to be in the Adventist church. I don't like, they got a lot of good information in here, but there is some information that, you know what I'm saying, when they talk about God loves everybody and all that type of stuff, that information is not in here. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They just got a fairy tale that Christ is, they want to present to the world that Christ is a so-called white man. You know, they want to say he's a so-called white man and all that old stupid bullshit. You know what I mean? And the Bible doesn't describe Christ as nothing like that. It like think about it. If you look at all now, they got look at all these pictures up in there. They got Christ paint all. If you look at the Bible, that ain't even in the Bible, bro. That's not even in the Bible. That's not even in the Bible. But that's how they got it. That's why the Bible said, and the devil that deceived them was cast into a lake of fire. The devil that deceived them. Now, when they say the devil, when we say that Esau or the white man is the devil, we just simply saying that they are the number one deceivers on the planet. That's what we're saying, because they push this image that this is what the original God looks like, but that's not what he looked like. That's not what he looked like. You know? But you know what I'm saying? Our people is so dumbed down with this crazy idea that, oh, you know, that's you know what I'm saying? They don't be knowing, you know? But I just trying to simply just show it to them. Hold on, okay. Make sure no answers and no waltzes wasn't around here. All right. Answer. The word angel literally means messenger. The messengers of God in the Bible is the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? The word angel literally means messenger, so it is fitting that God uses three angels to symbolize that. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Let me mute this mic because of this music. Okay, I had to mute the music that was in there. The word angel, okay, the word angel literally means messenger. So it is fitting that God used three angels to symbolize the preaching of his 3 point gospel messages for the last days. God uses the symbolism of angels to remind us that supernatural powers will accompany the message. Okay. Now, when they talk about the gospel, what is the gospel? You see what I'm saying? The true gospel. The true gospel is that God came to save. Let's get that in the Bible. Since I got my Bible. Second Ezra. Oh, did I bring my second Ezra with me? Oh man, I made a mistake and left it at the house. Oh my goodness, that's all right. I was rushing, man. I had left it in the house. Second Ezra's one. Thank you, brother. Melon Shalom, brother. Let's see it. Second Ezra's 140. Naaman. Oh, let's see. Let me look that word up right quick, right there, because I don't want to say. So, America. That sounds like a Americo Vespucci or something. Hold on. I'm still trying to learn how to break them words down. All right, let's see and let's spell it out. What is Sophonis?
According to Wikipedia,
Okay.
the Book of Zephaniah is the ninth of the 12 minor prophets of the Old Testament and Tanakh, preceded by the Book of Habakkuk and followed by the Book of Haggai.
Okay. The book of Zephaniah is the ninth of the 12 minor. That's right. Like I think they said the minor prophets were the last prophets of the Old Testament, like Malachi, I think, something like that. Malachi, uh, Turkish, preceded by the book of Habakkuk and followed by the book of Haggai. Zephaniah is a male given name that is usually interpreted to mean Yahweh. I think that's right, huh? Yahweh. Yahweh has hidden, protected, or Yahweh hides. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Second Ezra's when I get home. I accidentally left it at home. Second Ezra's 1 and 40. All right, let me look up that word with the A right there, because I need to know that. Abacus. What is that? Let's see.
According to Investopedia, an abacus is a manual tool used to keep track of numbers and to perform basic mathematical operations. Abasi have been in use in various parts of the world for over 4,000 years.
Even in modern detail age, my bad, remain popular for a certain applications in accounting, education, and for use in Easter environments or something like that. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was saying it right, you know. But I came a long ways, and I did. I thank God for actually teaching me how to really like read and get the words and stuff like that. Because when I was coming up going to school, when I was in school, I was born with brain damage. Okay, hold on. It is Habakkuk, just spelled in a different. Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. Habakkuk is spelled in a different language in Zephaniah, Zechariah, Malachi. Okay, okay. Let me put that one. But they were called angels. Okay. When it say they were called, okay, they called angels. That's talking about the Israelites. Yeah, okay. But they were called. Okay, I got it. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm still learning myself. And I noticed that my mother, she noticed that when I be talking to a lot of the people where I used to attend the church, like Adventist church, they be like, "When are you coming back to the Like I don't know. Some people are just trying to make like you a sinner, and because you don't want to attend certain things like in a congregation and stuff like that. And I'm like, I come out and I tell them exactly what the deal is. I say, I realize that especially when I go to tell them about John 3:16, I say John 3:16 go with Isaiah 45 and verse 17, and they'll go into the thing like going into the Gentiles and stuff. When you go to talk about the Gentiles and stuff like that, and I told them, I said, no, they were called Gentiles because they was doing he they was living like those Gentile nations. They was living like those Gentile nations. You know, that's what I was telling them. And but they call, if you read like in Acts 10, when you look at Cornelius, they said there was a centurion. Wait a minute, let's go to it. I don't want to misquote it wrong. Let's go to it. I wanna. This is the example that I be giving my brothers when they come up to me with this. Here. Okay, here it is. Acts chapter 10, verses 1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. If you look at that, it's talking about called. But even though he was called those names, he was an Israelite. Just like let's get that for the example in Acts, what is it? Acts chapter 21. I think it's Acts 21, I think. Because I have it marked down. I think I got it marked down. Let's go to it. Every time I start coming out and start. All right, Mingo. Huh. That's a Issachar brother. Passed by. It's a Issachar brother. Yeah, man. I love my Issachar brothers, man. Yeah, I'm looking for that. Let's see here. 21. Where I'm looking for what they when they the Apostle Paul was up under the Roman yokes. Okay. They called the Apostle Paul an Egyptian.
According to BibleRep.com, when a
I
Roman
was
officer arrives to break up the ensuing riot, he somehow assumes Paul is an Egyptian who recently led peasants into an ill-fated revolution. In Cyprus and Ephesus, Paul encountered Jewish frauds who
That's
provided
right.
supernatural diversions for the
Acts. I
religiously
was right here by it
unconverted
too.
Gentiles.
I figured I had it. Let's see here. Acts 21 and verse 13. Acts 21 and 13. Then Paul answered, what means ye weep? Wait a minute, hold on. Acts 21 and verse 38. Okay, yeah, 38. Okay, so let's start at verse 35. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was bonds of the bonds of soldiers for the violence of the people. For the multitude of the people followed after, crying away with him. And as Paul was to be led into the council, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek? Let's see that. Now he was speaking all these different languages. Art not thou that Egyptian which before those days madest an uproar and leadest out unto the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? See that? He said, art thou that Egyptian? See, they mistaken Paul for an Egyptian. You see what I'm saying? Now, and watch this here. It says Paul grew up and he was born in. Look, listen to this here. Acts 22 and 1. Men and brethren and fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make unto you. And when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue to them, they kept the more silence. And he said, I am verily a man which am a Jew. See, he acknowledged that he was a Jew, bro. He was a Jew born in Tarsus. He was a Jew born in Tarsus. Just because you are born and raised somewhere, that doesn't make that your identity. Because the Bible says that our people is scattered everywhere. You know, I am verily a man which am a Jew born in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel, and taught according to the perfect matter of the law of the fathers, and was zealous toward God as ye all are this day. Zealous. That's right. That's right. Thank you, brother. He was zealous for this truth. You see what I'm saying? That means he had a he was very passionate about it, and he was killing the Christians. I would even say, like, when he was compelling them to do all kind of stuff against God, killing the Christians, he was like a blasphemer. He was like what you call a modern, excuse me, ancient Uncle Tom or something, like something what our people be doing today. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this here. Now I said he was born in Tarsus, right? Now watch this here. What that scripture at? Let's see here. Romans. Let's go to Romans 11 and verse 1. Romans 11 and 1. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna read that. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna read that. Isaiah chapter 11 and 12. I'm gonna read that. Let's see here. Let's see. Romans. Now Paul was born in Tarsus, right? Here we go. All right. Here we go. Romans 11 and verse 1. I say then, had God cast away his people? It said his people. You know, because see, people be saying, oh, he loves everybody and he this and that and the third. No, no. God forbid. I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. There we got it. See, he was from the Abraham from the tribe of Benjamin, but they must, in Acts 21 and 38, they mistaken Paul for an Egyptian, meaning that you got Israelites who look, you can't even tell the difference from whether they are Israelite or not. You know, and I understand why he said in St. John 7 and 40, John 7 and 24, St. John 7:24, judge not according to the appearance. Let's go to Isaiah 11 and 12. All right. I'm going to read that on camera. Isaiah 11. Matter of fact, let me put it up on the screen. In Isaiah 11, verse 12. Yep, yep, he took the scripture right out of my mouth. I was thinking about the scripture too. And he shall set up and sign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. That's right. And gather together the dispersed. That's right. Gather together of the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. That's right. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. That's the punishment of the people who put the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery. And Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, shall not envy Judah. This is going to end the hatred that we have in our community against each other. And Judah shall not Judah shall not vex Ephraim. That's right. Judah shall not vex Ephraim, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines. The Philistines, I think, would be the modern day Palestinians, I would say. Arabs or something like that. modern day Palestinians, Arabs, yeah, all those people, every other nation hates Israel. Yep. And Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15. For everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. All those people, our blacks, and I think that's going into the 2/3 too of our people joining hand in hand with the enemy. Sometimes I sit back and I look and I be like, and a lot of people, they'll kill you for the enemy. They will literally kill you for Esau. Now a lot, because I like, man, what the hell he looking at? What the hell he looking at me like that for? And sometimes I get mad and I be like, that's the real enemy right there, Esau. I think I was in Dollar Tree one time and I said that. Somebody looking at me crazy, like, and I was saying it out of love. I said, they're your enemy. I said, Esau, the so-called white man, go do the. I'd be like, go do the white boys. Like, look at them crazy like that. I said, I'm not the real enemy. I said, you taking it out on the wrong person. I said, that don't even make no sense. Why would you hate on me? They hate me just like they hate you. And you think somehow or another it's going to help you be superior to them because you hate on your own people. I said, man, them so-called white people will see you and look at you and will hang you from a tree and laugh at you or whatever. Wouldn't care if you live or die. And they'll hang you bottom sides up, will burn you and then laugh at you and drink your blood and be sitting up laughing at you. I said, it doesn't make sense. You got victims hating victims. You got victims hating victims. It doesn't make any sense. I tell them like this here. What you hating on me for? I said, I said, we both, I said, I'm a victim in this thing, just like they oppressing me too, just like they do it. I'm getting done the same way. So why do you have victims attacking victims? I say here, the so-called white men, they can come into your neighborhood, they can come into our neighborhood, shoot our people down in the street. That's the real enemy. I ain't killed nobody, I ain't done nothing to nobody, but just tried to live peacefully amongst my brother. But you hating on me and I don't even bother nobody. I said that makes you feel that you think that makes perfect sense, don't you? I said that makes perfect sense to you. What have I done? I tell them go after the Caucasian man like that. That's the real enemy. That's the real one. That's the real enemy right there. You don't bite the hand that's feeding you. That's right. You don't bite the hand that's feeding you. Look what the Bible says here. Uh Isaiah chapter 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms of beauty of the Chaldeans, exceedancy shall be as when God overthrew Solomon and Gomorrah. And and it and it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall neither shall the Arabians pitch there, neither shall the sheep hirers make their foes there. No other enemy is not going to be. It's talking about the white man, the Arabs, the East Indian man. They will not have control over this world no more. Nope, they're not going to have that. Like another thing that gets the people confused. This is another thing that I try to explain to the people where I attended Adventist church at. I said, when you speak about the heaven, they thinking that the heaven is talking about going and floating up in the air like that. I said, no, the word heaven just means rulership. And I think that's in Ezekiel 28 and Ezekiel chapter 38, if I'm not mistaken, where you got the king of Tyre. It's a symbolic, it's described as like when you look at the earth today and who controlled the earth, who controlled the world. That's the first place where I start with them at. Who controlled this world? Like the government, though, so-called what they call the White House or whatever. When you think of the people that control the world, who do you think? What number one race of people that come to mind? The Caucasian people. That's what that's going into. So the word heaven means rulership, and the word hell is a condition. You see what I'm saying? Hell doesn't mean the devil dressed up in a red suit and underground with a pitchfork in their hand, poking people like that. No, that's the lie that came from the Roman Catholics, mythology, pagan mythology, all that shit. That's not even in the Bible. It's the point I'm making. It's not even in nowhere in the Bible. You know? Yeah, the word hell is a condition. We already in hell. Yep. So I'll be back. I enjoy doing this here. Let's see here. Have you ever read? I'm pretty sure you got this already. There was a brother that sent me this in. Who is Esau Edom? I like reading from this here. Let's see here. Hatred of Edom's descendants. Nowhere in Scripture is such hatred and animosity to be found as that which Esau Edom had for Jacob Israel. The question is, where in history can you find this manner of hatred of one group of people by another? The parallel is clearly revealed in the hatred which the Jews have for the white Christian people, or something like that. The most obvious evidence in the perpetual hatred Jews have toward the white Christians. What they That's talking about the Jews that hate Israel. That's right. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. The most obvious evidence is okay. I read that. And okay, in their own Talmud, this work of hatred and perverseness, the Jewish rabbi and sages throughout the centuries have expressed the Jewish attributes of hate toward white Christians. What? The followings are some exceptions from Talmud which demonstrate Jewish hatred of Christians. That means that's talking about how people became Christians and all the Christian it's another word for like Christianity or something like that. And the Jewish people have hatred for Christians. It is allowed to cheat a Gentile. Hold on. The most obvious evidence of the perpetual hatred of Jewish have toward the white Christian people is found in their own Talmud. In this work of hatred and perverse provisions, the Jewish rabbis and sages throughout the centuries have expressed the Jewish attributes of hate toward white Christians. The following the followings are some exceptions from the Talmud which demonstrate Jewish hatred of Christians. It is allowed to cheat a Gentile and take usury of him. Babel, Mal, uh, Mesa of 61 and Alban of I don't know what that is. The government Christians are regarded as unclean. Shabbat and 145 abandon. I don't know what that is. This is going into the Bible. It tells you you can cheat a Gentile, but you can't rob your brother. You can't cheat your own people and stuff like that. So it's going into that. It is it is not allowed to rob a brother, Jew, but to a Gentile is allowed. Babel, Mezia, 61, Sanhedrin, 57. The government are not like men, but are as animals. Kalian, the seed of a government is worth the same as that of a beast. Kidbo. I don't know what that is, people. So that's what they are. The United States is the so-called white man. Yeah. So I'm still looking through this thing. I'm still trying to get as much understanding as possible out of this here, you know. But they got some good information in here. Yep. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna talk some more. If you got any more scriptures for me, you can put them in the comment section for me. Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna go over them. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Peace and love, brother Melon. Wisdom. I'll be back.